Okay, so I actually made a separate video that I was planning to upload today, but turns out a lot of the information in that video quickly became outdated. There's a few arguments and stuff I want to bring up, but as you can probably tell from whatever I'm going to end up titling this video, I'm going to talk about a lot of the election fraud. Now, first thing that I want to point out, the media is only covering around half the story. Like, the biggest story that I've heard a bunch of people trying to laugh about on Instagram is Trump spent $3 million and found more Biden votes, which, here's the truth behind that. I'll let Salty Cracker take this one for me.
Problem. This is the Democrats taking advantage of chaos. You guys are sowing the chaos, and the entire thing is falling apart, by the way. Right now, Pennsylvania was like, nah, we done. This entire election in Pennsylvania was completely unconstitutional. A judge has thrown it out. The legislature is going to put their own electoral votes in there. They're going to select their own electors. Wisconsin's going to get completely thrown out. You idiots on the left are crowing that during this recount, you found an extra 130 ballots for Joe Biden. You're like, yeah, take that, you stupid fucking Trumpers out there. You paid $3 million for a recount, and Joseph Biden got more votes. We're sitting there going, during that recount, they had to set aside tens of thousands of ballots that are going to get tossed out in a court hearing, though, by the way. And then you got thousands, by the way, that we found during this recount where the signature is just MLW or something like this. A bunch of dumb shits. We're trying to put BLM, but they're so fucking stupid. They don't know how the alphabet works, so they put MLW or something like this. Those are all completely invalid. They haven't been thrown out yet, but we've segregated them out, something that you lefties love so much lately, segregation. We've segregated them out, and now we're going to go to court, and we're going to toss out something like 80,000 of these fucking votes. And, hey, dickheads, those are all for Joe Biden, by the way. Not a single one of those fraudulent votes is for Trump. Those are...
I hate to cut you off, Salty, right there, but yeah, thank you for making my job a lot easier. I really appreciate you doing that for me. Now, here's the two things that are most likely going to happen this election. Either Trump is going to take this to the Supreme Court, and guess who's judging it? The same guy Biden lied about being a rapist 30 years ago. I can't imagine that would go well for Joe Biden. Or, as the Constitution states, since it's an unfair election, what they're going to have to do is have the electorals in the states cast their vote. Each state has one vote. They all put in one ballot, and whoever has the most ballots wins. Now, seeing as the majority of the states are for Trump, that would mean Trump would win, since there's not enough Democrat states who would be willing to put a vote towards Biden. So that would completely eliminate the fraud. The electorals in the already called states would put forth one ballot, one single ballot, and that would decide the vote, which would mean that Trump would win. So if they take it to the Supreme Court, Trump is going to win. If they follow the Constitution, Trump is going to win. So those are like the two most likely things to happen that will lead to a Trump victory. Now, is there a chance Biden, despite the fraud, could still get in office? Yes, but I significantly doubt it. You know, I mean, even Facebook and everyone's preparing for this. Kamala Harris has not taken her title of VP yet. She still calls herself senator. And Joe Biden's Facebook page actually had the word president removed, and they put it back to senator. So I think they're sort of getting ready for it. Instagram, instead of saying Joe Biden was the winner of the 2020 election, is saying the media has Joe Biden as the projected winner now. So I think we can all see that they're starting to do this. And I love how mad, the media got mad when they figured out that they can't call the election, because, you know, they have such big heads nowadays because of how much lies they can spew and how much money they can make from that. They just solely believe that whatever they say goes. Like, they can completely call the election. I think people are forgetting that this is the U.S., and the media doesn't control us. On top of that, the government doesn't control us. The government works for us to secure our liberties. That's how it's supposed to be. Of course, Cuomo doesn't get that, enforcing way too many unconstitutional laws. Like, New York is a dump at this point. Like, it is terrible over there. But yeah, that's some of the main things I want to talk about the fraud. If you guys want to see the video that really showed me like a lot of the fraud, I'll put that in top right hand corner now, and then after that one goes away, maybe I'll put a couple more recommendations throughout this of a few more videos that just really got a lot of the fraud out for me, especially like Liberal Hive Mind has good stuff on this, and Mr. Obvious covers this pretty well. Now, seeing as that the Constitution states that each state would put forth one vote. I think it's safe to say that Trump most likely already has this election in the bag if that's like they're gonna follow the Constitution, which they have to. Like, the election is so unclear that there's no other option to elect a president but to follow the Constitution, which, you know, Trump victory, so that's always nice to know. Or they could take to the Supreme Court, which leads to the same thing, still a Trump victory. Judge is definitely on Trump's side after Biden lied and tried to ruin his life, I think. We can all probably agree on that. I'll probably make another video, seeing as information keeps switching, but this is all the confirmed stuff. I'm telling you everything that is can be 100% confirmed and backed up. Anything else probably can't be confirmed and backed up as of this moment. So do with that what you will. Don't listen to anyone who says Biden is one, and anyone who says there's no fraud. Anyone who says there's no fraud is not looking at all for any fraud because they don't want to believe there's fraud, despite Democrats cheating last election. And anyone who says he's won is just listening to the media claiming he won, but he's just the projected winner. That doesn't mean anything. See you guys after this. Bye.
All the other kids with the bump